Now sometimes the pivot table source data is not going to have all the fields that you need. So it's actually possible to add a calculated field to the pivot table. So let's take a look. I've created this pivot table that just shows the salesperson and then the sum of total sales. But there's actually a tax on this number, this sales number, that we need to add in. Now again, that doesn't exist in the original data set as you've seen. So what we're going to do is on the pivot table and then the Analyze tab, we're going to go down to the group that says Calculations. And we're looking for fields, items, and sets. So you'll notice the very first option is a calculated field. Now you can do any kind of calculation, but you'll notice that down here at the bottom it gives me a list of all the fields. So if I want to base it off of one of those, I could, and that's the most logical thing. So the first thing we're going to do is name this. So I'm just going to call it sales tax. And then I need to create that formula. So remember that we're going to use the field total sales. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on total sales, and I can either do insert field or of course just double click on it so it types it up here in the formula. Let Excel do it, don't try and type that in. And then I'm just going to do times, and we'll just say a 4% sales tax. So I'm just going to do times 0.04. And then what I need to do is I need to add it to my list. That is now going to be a field that I'll work with like any other field in the list. So I'll choose add. Notice that sales tax has been added to my list, and I'm just going to choose OK. And it was also added to the pivot table. And there's the sales tax. You'll notice that that has been added to the field list, so I can add and remove it and put it anywhere here on the grid, just like any other field right now. So even though most of your data is going to come from the original data set, if you need to create a calculated field, you can do that too on the pivot table.